Hey guys, Neil with Aviator Q. Welcome back to another episode. I've just got a new toy in today. I spent most of the day on the tractor doing some yard work and working in the pastures or whatever, but I got a new grill toy I'm gonna play with tonight, so I wanted to show you guys. We can learn about it and play together. Sit back, relax, and welcome aboard. Alright guys, so what I went out and bought was the Grates brand. I guess Grill Grates is it's the name and the thing. If you haven't heard of them, it's a company out there that they make these grill grates for all different types of grills. They do them from anything from gas grill, Kamado style smokers, charcoal grills, and what it is, it's sets and plates of these plate grills. It's made out of aluminum. It's basically got two cooking. You can cook on the top side, and what it basically does, the way it transfers heat, it transfers the heat right up to the surface grate and gets these really great grill marks on them. As meat drips down, it'll hit the valleys and kind of vaporize, kind of like how a drum, guys who do drum cooking says that, the meat fat hits and vaporizes. The way they go together is kind of like a tongue and groove. Make sure you guys can see this here. It's the end kind of has the groove, the other side has the tongue, and they just kind of fit in. And once they go flat, they're locked in. I don't know if I had that in the camera, so they fit right in there, sit, and then it's so you can cook like that. Flip it over. I got my thumb stuck in it right now. There we go. So you can turn it over and kind of use it like a griddle type deal. What comes with them? And this set is designed for the 22-inch Weber kettle. What comes with them standard is this. It's kind of the tool. It's got a, I don't know if you can see that. It's got a beveled edge. Yeah, you can guys see it right there. It's got a beveled edge, and that's used for scraping, or it can go down and pick up the food in between the channels. Additionally, I bought this. This is it's a specially designed coiled brush for them, and that's designed for getting down there and cleaning out the grooves. All in all, for the Weber kettle, I'm not sure if different prices constitute, or different grills, different sizes changes the price. For the 22-inch kettle plus, this was like a $20 brush. I think I paid right at like $140, I think, for everything. A little pricey, but it's going to create some really great grill marks. These things are all on the rage on the state cooking associations, like state cook-off events and whatnot. It does super great job. I needed to replace my top grill anyways, so that was going to cost me about $35-40 bucks. So I thought, I'll splurge a little bit more and get these. I've been wanting these for a while, but we're going to fire up the grill. Like I said, daylight's kind of fading on us. I just kind of wanted to play around with them and show you guys what I got. Hopefully the video quality stays kind of good. I'll have some headlights on and stuff, trying to preserve the light. But we're going to get the grill fired up. We got some New York strip that we're going to cook tonight, so it should be fun. Stick around. So these are the steaks we're going to be cooking up. We got 4 New York strip. This is steak from the half a cow that we purchased. It's certified Angus beef. It was 100% grass fed. We finished it in grass. We didn't finish it in corn, so that's why it doesn't have the big striations of marbling. But it's good. It's tasty. It's tender. What I'm gonna put on just some homemade seasoning. This is the same stuff I use on the brisket. It's 3 parts pepper to 2 parts 3 parts pepper, 2 parts salt, kosher salt, to 1 part Cosmos Q's cow cover. That's just added for a little bit of color. So we're just gonna get these seasoned up, let them start sitting a little bit, some of that salt start pulling out some of that moisture. Start getting that beef a little, turn a little red, extra red maybe, as it draws out some of that moisture. Alright, we're just going to let that sit on there. Let that salt start to work its way into the meat. Let me get the charcoal going. While that's going, I'm going to feed the horses. Then we'll be back and ready to get these things on the grill. Alright, I just got back from the barn. Looks like the charcoal's going good. We got nice pretty charcoal fire coming out of here. If I peek in, the top of it's not starting to ash. As soon as that top layer starts to ash over, we'll dump these out. In the meantime, let's go ahead and assemble the grill grate. Alright, these are designed to go right on top of your old existing grill. I figured it's probably better to build it on a TV tray instead when you got hot charcoal underneath. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to have one side on the griddle, so I can kind of show you guys what kind of cooking on the griddle looks like versus cooking on these raised irons. So that being said, tongue and groove here. There's that. And I guess there's no way to actually tongue and groove, because the tongue would be on the bottom, and now since I flipped it over, the groove's on top. So I'll just mash it up next to it. I'm assuming it'll if it'll touch, it'll transfer the heat. I'm kind of position these kind of in the center. One of the reasons these things get so hot is they block a lot of the heat. There's a little bit on the gap for it to escape, but basically a lot of the heat's underneath these grates, which is why your actual grill temperature, your grates are a lot temperature higher than the temperature of that the grills are in. So the way this is set up, I'm just going to have it set up and pick it up and put it down right on top of the grill. We'll sear over here, use the griddle over here. Alright, that charcoal's all getting frosted over on top. It's ready to dump. I got a few small chunks of hickory I'm going to throw on top of the coal bed. Kind of give it a little bit of a smoke element. I'm just going to dump it all over, have one zone. Even it out a little bit. Alright, we're going to get those on. We're going to let those preheat up, I don't know, 5-10 minutes or so, till they're nice and smoking hot. We're going to get those steaks on. Alright, so like I said, I do apologize for the light. You can kind of see they kind of changed colors a little bit. I think they're heating up nicely for us. What we're going to do, I'm going to start by placing these on a 45 angle just on this. We're going to work it down on top of the meat, make sure it's got good contact. We'll do 2 of them. And then I'm going to do at the same time kind of 1 over here on the griddle. Making sure it's got good contact. And we're going to start a timer. Alright, timer's going. We're going to go for about a minute and a half each side. Or a minute and a half, and then we're going to rotate on a 45. Alright, we are at a minute and a half. What I'm going to do, I'm going to come in with the tongs. I'm going to come underneath it. I'm going to lift up. I'm going to give it a 45-degree turn. And I'll place it back on a new spot. Same deal, I'm going to work it down. That I'm just going to let sizzle since it's making direct contact. We're going to go another 1.5 minutes. There's our 3 minutes total per side. Now I'm going to come in here, I'm going to give it a flip, and when I do, I'm going to line it up with those same, kind of like make parallel lines, just like that, if you guys can see. Oh. No. So we'll go just like that. Press it down and give this just a straight up flip. Gonna go for another twist. Alright, so to go like that. And then from there we're just gonna, got a little bit of Kerrygold here that we're just gonna drizzle on top of this. Because of those valleys, we don't really have to worry about splash up. Now for this turn, we're not going to time it. We're just pretty much going to let it cook right there until we're going for about 125, 128. That should give us a nice pretty medium. Alright guys, I forgot to temp them on camera. I turned it off. This is right at 132, so we're going to get this off. We're going to let them rest. I've got one more steak to cook. I just didn't want to do too many as I was playing around with it. I'm going to give these grates a cleaning, then we're going to get that last one on. Alright, so we're back inside. I just wanted to give you guys a quick kind of look at these things under some better light. Didn't really quite get the third grill mark right there. This one looks pretty nice. This top one here, that was off the griddle, so you can kind of see that it's got some, you know, some nice complete charring all the way across. Got that nice mylar reaction. We're going to temp these in foil, let them rest a bit. But overall, I think I could have got the grates a little hotter. Got a little bit deeper, darker sear marks, but I'm really super impressed with my first time cooking with these. I'm going to practice and get these a little bit better. So we got those steaks resting. We're going to let them go a few more minutes. I just want to say a quick few things about my first time cooking with this. I think, first of all, this is a pretty neat little cooking system. Right out, I want to look in the book to make sure. The grates were a little sticky, and maybe they may need pre-season with just a little light olive oil. I don't know. I'm going to have to read in the book that they came with. I didn't see it the initial read, but I might have missed it. I think a little bit more charcoal to get a lot more heat underneath would be helpful in getting really dark grill marks. Like I said, I did about 3/4 of a chimney, but I think maybe a full chimney might be what you need to get those super dark. That's the best grill marks I've ever had in my life, though, even on my first time. Maybe play with the time a little bit more. That 4 steak that I did off camera, I did 2 minutes per side. Got a little bit darker lines on it, but not real dark. Like I said, I'm going to play around with it a little bit. But mainly the big thing that I noticed was there was no flare-ups even when I was drizzling the butter on the steak. Normally you get melted butter on charcoal, it's going to flare right up. It hit that valley, it sizzled, it vaporized, it smelled great. I think even if you were to do like some really fatty burgers, like a 73 burger or something like that, normally you'll get flare-ups and whatnot. I think this is going to take care of any type of problems like that if you guys are used to that. I'm going to keep doing some cooks with these. Like I said, first time cook, just playing around with it. Just got it from them today. Couldn't wait to try it. Overall, pretty impressed with it, but I don't know. We'll keep playing around with it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe. We're still trying to grow the channel, and we'll see you next time on the next video here at Aviator Q. See you. One last thing, I wanted to give a quick plug out to my my beef supplier, the guy who I brought the half cow from, John Brewer, TitanCattle. I'll put his information in the link below. If you guys ever thought about doing a half cattle, great experience dealing with him. He's out of Clemens, North Carolina. All Angus beef. I'll put his information below. See you guys. One quick last thing, guys. I did dig in the book here after I signed off. It's kind of buried in the middle, but it does say that you need to pre-season that grill for the first several times. Once it becomes seasoned, it won't be necessary to always do it. It recommended cut an onion in half and just rub that, or cooking spray, or some kind of a high temp spray. But just wanted to add that real quick to the end of the video. It does say to pre-season these things when they're new.